Welcome to Lynnwood Election Watch 2013. I'm your host, Teresa Wippel, publisher of Lynnwood Today. And today we have with us a candidate for Lynnwood City Council, Maria Ambalada. Welcome.
Thank you.
Please tell me what it is about the Lynnwood City Council that attracts you, why you want to be on the council, and a little bit about yourself. Tell us about your history in Lynnwood.
My history in Lynnwood is that I raised my children here, and then my children raised their children. We shop in Lynnwood. We live in Lynnwood. I love Lynnwood, and I volunteer in Lynnwood for the past 15 years. Affordable housing for seniors. I connect with the community. I connect with the business people. Small businesses trust me. In fact, I have my yard signs in businesses in Lynnwood.
And you're on the Lynnwood Planning.
I am a member,
Board, right?
Yes, I am a commissioner for
Very good.
Commissioner Planning Department.
And how long have you been doing that?
I've been doing that for 6 years.
Okay.
It is very interesting. This is another reason why I want to be on the city council. I want to follow up, make sure this project that we work hard as a planning commissioners come to fusion.
Right. What you mentioned working on affordable housing for seniors, and interestingly enough, that's one of my questions, and it seems like you would know more about this probably than most. One of the things that the latest census told us about Lynnwood is that the population is changing a lot. It's gotten much more diverse, older, more senior citizens. And of course, there are also other issues that Lynnwood faces. Just the annual income of people who live in Lynnwood is about $18,000 less than the rest of the county. So all those big issues, how do you see addressing those if you were on the city council?
The way to address it is that we, in 2000, the diversity of Lynnwood come to focus. Of 30,000 population, 13% are of different ethnic group. We developed what they call diversity commission. I started that, and I worked for it to be a commission with a budget. We were able to do that because of the needs of the community, and diversity to me is not just ethnicity, it's income. Income is a focus of the diverse community. Different interests, different concern. And businesses also is part of the diversity because they faces of different challenges with all these different ethnicity. Some of them have to learn to speak English, and that is so challenging for small businesses that are just starting up. And so we have what we call, for the city of Lynnwood, neighborhood and community affairs. Somehow they stopped budgeting the community affairs. And just last week, I spoke up about it. I want it resurrected. It is in Lynnwood Municipal Code, heaven's sake, and it's like a dead log in the code, So I have to resurrect it because our city, our community needs, connection. We need to connect with the community. This is why I want to run for city council. Is all the advocacy, all the accomplishment doesn't mean a thing right now. What is needed is for me to take these concerns with me in the city council, where this decision making is possible.
Yeah, that I totally feel this is something you're very passionate about.
Yes,
Yeah.
but to be elected, I need all the help I can get. I need all the votes I can get. I need a friend like somebody right here that is supportive of me.
What are you, in terms of some of the issues that the city council has faced, what is your opinion about one in particular that has come up lately, and that's the whole issue of sound transit and the fact that they're going to be extending the light rail line up into Lynnwood, and there's been some discussion about the maintenance facility, which the city council recently voted to oppose. Do you have any thoughts about how to make that transition to the light rail station smoother for the residents?
It is too early for residents to do that. Right now, it's like fact findings right now. And then after we gather those facts, we have to analyze. My concern is we just went through revitalization of 99, and we spend a lot of money in doing that. We have the my Lynnwood Place is now being developed, and how this would affect those development. So meetings after meetings, it will be a long time, because a lot of citizens also are not very much supportive of having this transit in the neighborhood, and I do respect that. And we had two meetings, one at Meadowdale and then one at the Grange on 22nd of June and 25th of June. Those meetings were packed with residents.
You were there at both of them?
I was at the Grange. I was not at Meadowdale. And so I'm thinking that this could be a good place for the maintenance of the transit, but I only will agree to that if they will give jobs to local people. They said they will be hiring around 200, and I want that to be the local youth should be given an opportunity to work as maybe intern to learn a real job, because when they have a real job, they stay in Lynnwood and they spend money in Lynnwood. Then we do have sales tax, more sales tax. That's all we live for in Lynnwood is the sales tax. Mm-hmm. I want Lynnwood to develop more jobs by luring more investors to start investing in Lynnwood.
Now, you said that you had support from the business community, and
That's right.
one of the things that doing research about some of the issues related to Lynnwood, there's been some expression by small businesses that Lynnwood isn't necessarily the city is not necessarily very friendly to small businesses.
No, that is not true. Okay. Because as long as I've been at the Planning Commission, we have amended archaic rules, and we made that, business friendly. Like permits, we issue permits just like that. After they done their job, we make sure inspector is there, because the archaic rule is they give them instruction to repair this, repair that. After repair, they still stay like 2-3 months without opening the business, and these poor business people are renting the building. So we have to walk fast, and business is business. We need that. We need to be friendly with businesses. In fact, I started the idea of the city should be partners with businesses. Like my idea of a free transportation for inside Lynnwood, so those who cannot drive would have a means to move around, go to the mall, go to the library. A partnership with car dealership could get you a little van, and a volunteer can drive that around. So it won't cost the city, that won't cost them so much.
Well, it's clear that small businesses, at least the ones you've come in contact with, you feel like things have gotten better.
It does. What doesn't get better is that the hierarchy of Lynnwood City Council, the members should be more respectful of other council members. And it has been televised so many times how they're fighting. And it is just, and two of them are running for mayor. A day before the filing, one of the council members said, in front of the two auditors, said, I feel inadequate. We are compliant. We did not do our job. We just don't know how to oversight. And that's their job. Periodic oversight of the financial status of fire department, police department, and the court system. That's their job. And so this particular council member said, and then when we get bored, we'll just go file to run for another election. And You know what? The next day, he filed to run for mayor. Isn't that a joke?
So if you're on the Lynnwood City Council, you're going to help change that.
I would do what I do at the Planning Commission. We are very collegial. We work together because we can see the good future of Lynnwood through the project that and also we get inputs from residents. I am the person that always say, well, how about the community? How about the children? How about the park? How can a person with a wheelchair go to the park when the sidewalk are full of cracks? And the park, if we can join all the parks we have that are 17, wouldn't it be great that a person, disabled person, can go around the park?
Yeah?
I mean, that's a good idea. But collegial leadership, that is very important. And I'm a grandmother, and I know how to appease,
Yes. Yes, you have had a lot of experience appeasing.
appeasing, and I have a master of social work and mental health.
Oh my.
Many times they do need counseling, or they need Valium before they go to a meeting. I hope this has changed a little bit better this year. It was not as contentious because two of them really want to be mayor, and the one who wanted to be mayor so bad that made the city council the talk of the state of Washington for not getting along was defeated in 2011 election. I worked hard for my fellow commissioner, and he became a city council.
Okay. Well,
But this council member filed, you probably interviewed him too. He filed, he's coming back.
Well, let's talk about some other issues that probably have had some discussion on the city council, like the golf course.
Oh, that's wonderful.
Yeah,
I mean,
so-
it is a very positive. I spoke.
What do you think about all that?
I'm glad. I'm really glad that we save it, because I'm not a person that would like the city to sell property when it's already there. It's an income generator, and I'm really wanted to save it, and I lobbied for it, and they saved it. My only contention is that they have to hire a consultant when there are a lot of people supporting the golf course that are really knowledgeable. It's just a small, narrow golf course. It's only managing it. And this is why it did not appear to be practical to save it, is because the management was not there. Everything is freebies.
Mm-hmm.
But it's good. I mean, the future of the golf course is good. Good for the city, really. And what's good with the city is that we were really on the red from 2011, 2012. And the mayor really pinched pennies. He knows where the penny comes, and he knows where it goes, and save a lot of money. Those who are supposed to retire retired, and the budget is balanced. Plus, there is $8 million to the good.
Do you think that there are other things that still need to happen with the city's financial status to make it more stable? And if so, what would you do?
Definitely. It is that the city council really should learn their job, should know their job. They should follow up with a project. They should, when the staff, when there are development, Public Works will do presentation of what the project is about and how much it's going to cost. And they're not listening on the facts. They do not follow it up. Many times they will have a packet a week before the next Monday meeting. They have a business meeting every other Monday. They always have packets they're supposed to take it home, read it. They have any question ahead of time. Don't wait till the meeting so you can put something up against the finance officer. Call the finance officer, say you don't understand this. They wait till there is a television. And then they bring the question. It becomes contentious. And so you don't solve the problem.
I have a feeling Lynnwood City Council is not the only one who acts this way, by the way. But
No.
I've been to some other city council meetings that are somewhat similar.
It is similar too. Yeah, similar. But wonderful people. I mean, I like them individually. I like council from Mount Lake Terrace. I like council from Edmonds and Mayor Erling. You know, I have, because been here a long time, I know most of the politicians, but I'm really good judge of character. I will support somebody to run if I know he's gonna win.
Only if you know he's going to win?
Yeah.
You back the winners?
Like one of the developers said that I'm a kingmaker.
Oh, well, that's a good reputation to have.
And one council member here say that he researched me because I ran against him and Stephanie Wright for the county council when Mr. Cooper, left to be a mayor here. And he can't find anything about me. And they told him, he's not rich, she run, but all she got is he's trusted by people here in Lynnwood.
Well, that's a good thing.
That's a good thing.
It is.
Give me a bag of gold and with the trust, I'll pick the trust. You can keep the gold.
Okay. Very good. So here's another issue for you. Red light cameras. What do you feel about those? Do you think people are still worried about it, or do they think they even care about it anymore?
They don't care. They care about it. One thing about it is that it was very contentious because one council member wanted to be an issue. And in fact, he set up a public meeting at the convention center, and 18 people came. They are not really concerned about it because somehow it modifies behavior. But at the same time, I think we need to review it. Perhaps because there are people that really are not happy with it because it kind of feel that their privacy, anything there is a camera, it becomes a suspect. Especially nowadays, it's a big scandal, and so I think we need to revisit it and see where we can make improvement and where else we can put it, perhaps where it is needed. Like in Highway 99 on 180th, there seems to be somebody get run over every month crossing it. So I think it needs to be reviewed. Although it does bring money to the city and also use that for the fiscal responsibilities, the police department, it add up for them.
One question that I've asked all of the candidates is, people say that Lynnwood, it's hard to define what Lynnwood is. It's hard to say where the city center of Lynnwood is, where the gathering place is. If you were going to define Lynnwood, how would you do, especially somebody who's been in Lynnwood for so long and raised your children here, how would you do that?
Well, this is correct what they're saying. We are developing slowly, but if they listened to me about 3 years ago, I started a public market. I already have a board of directors, but I could not get a permit. It's so expensive, and really there's no place. The convention center is built up outside. If you look at it, all the cement are wedged, and it's have electric outlet outside, and that is made up for that. A public market could bring the center that they are planning to finish eventually. You cannot finish it if nobody is investing. this is how it is development in Lynnwood. Is slowly. You have all the projects, but unless a businessman say okay, or Microsoft say, all right, your center will be my campus, another campus for Microsoft. Nobody comes to Lynnwood. I think we need to work on that. We have to have a great person that goes out and outreach, you know.
So is that somebody who would be part of the economic development
That
department?
would be a part of the
So
economic
somebody who's a
development.
little bit more aggressively
More
recruiting
aggressive,
business.
Right. Aggressive, creative, and creativeness goes a long way, really. I'd be waking up at night and think of some issues, and yeah, and I end up writing song for my grandson. It is, politics is fantastic. It is fun, but the concern of the citizens, such as where is the gathering place? We're supposed to have gathering place. I thought of the city should develop like a hanging garden of Babylon.
That's an idea.
Yeah, because I heard that it did not fan out in the Middle East because the water cannot go up. Well, we can do that now. You know, up there, hanging garden. But nobody want to listen to that.
Well, I think all
But it's
ideas
just-
should be welcome, shouldn't
But the
they?
thing is that for sure, what you're saying about where's the city center, where's the gathering. Hopefully, when I get there at the decision-making table, that will be my agenda. The public market. A public market. In fact, I have a friend in Briar and Mount Lake Teresa says, why don't we fuse together and really have a big public market?
Yeah, because Mount Lake Terrace doesn't have theirs anymore.
Yes.
They stopped theirs
they
last
stopped,
year.
yeah.
So it would be, it seems like on that side of the freeway, there would be a
Fighting.
wonderful place for a
Wouldn't it be
public
great?
market.
Yeah.
Yeah. You certainly have the population to support
I
it.
have a planning commissioner from Briar and council member in Mount Lake Terrace that we're talking about it, but it might happen.
All right.
But I need to be there. I need to be on the discussion table,
Right.
not just on the microphone down below and, you know, giving them the ideas, things. And I did that. The visioning of Lynnwood, that was my idea. I developed a proposal, gave it to the mayor, and it became the vision statement.
That's impressive.
But I just wrote the proposal. I was not the one that could outreach everybody, businesses, education, and partnership. And
Right.
so I gave that to Bob Larson. So
Okay. So name Lynnwood's greatest strength and its greatest weakness.
the greatest strength of Lynnwood are people. The people, really. Talking to a group of people of different, different ethnicity, but also talking to the majority that has been in Lynnwood, the stakeholders of Lynnwood, they are still around and they're pretty powerful. They still hold the purse. They still have a say-so who get elected or not. Unfortunately, I only know one of them, and of course they have a favorite. But I keep, that's the strength.
Mm-hmm.
We have Rotary, that's a strength.
Mm-hmm.
But the problem is, the weakness is themselves also. They seems to, it is, I think, territorial. It's territorial. Some of them just given up.
Mm-hmm.
It doesn't show their interest anymore.
Mm-hmm.
And
Kind of have their own ideas
They have
and not
their own-
willing to be open to other people's.
that's true.
Is that it?
And it doesn't get any kind of support
Mm-hmm.
because there is no meeting of the mind. I can be so passionate about something. I was passionate about something. One council member is, Maria, you have accomplished all these things. Why would you want to sit with us when you accomplish this thing? We haven't even accomplished anything that you have done, that you get legacy. He said, you know what? He said, you are a prophet. And you are a prophet. You can. It's not good for you to be a council member. I go.
Well, and so now that's a really good next step for us because we're down to the last minute or so.
Okay.
So all that you just said, remind folks why you want to be on the city council. When they see your name on the ballot, what is it that you want them to remember about you?
They have to remember that I'm as native as they are. I've been here 54 years. I think I speak proper English. I can communicate. That's if they listen. It takes two to communicate. Sometimes when I communicate, they look at me. And I'm not that beautiful, but somehow they mesmerize it. They don't understand what I'm saying, you know? And so, no, the truth is that I give myself to Lynnwood. I love Lynnwood. And I have given enough, but not enough. I want to carry their concerns, their interest that I cannot touch, you know, because I'm just one, you know, and I can only tackle one problem at a time. But there's so many concerns like job, housing, transportation, and job for our kids that are graduating. You know, we got to give them more promise of future instead of McDonald's or Taco Time. And we have to create that. And in order for me to be successfully help the public and Lynnwood to raise them up where they belong, I have to be on the decision-making table at the council where decisions are made successfully. Sometimes it's failure because of the circumstances. But I know I will be a good positive addition to the group. Okay. There's no woman right now. Mm-hmm. The only woman decided not to run. Mm-hmm. I'm running on her position. So when they come to vote, remember Maria.
Okay. Well said. Thank you so much for stopping by.
Thank you.
And good luck to you.
Oh, thank you. I need more than luck.